Hey guys, what's up? Today I have an NU match. This one is against Charizard Takes Flight, and this battle made me happy, so let's go ahead and get in. Looking at his team, Nose Pass, epic win because I brought a Probo Pass. I almost brought a Nose Pass, but I brought a Probo Pass instead. That might want to lead. Raichu might want to lead. Nothing else really. Maybe Tropius? I don't know. It's weird, but I'm figuring that Emboar is probably Scarfed, and everything else is, pretty standard stuff. Tropius is probably a wall, Wishcast, Dragon Dance, etc. So I'm going to leave my Leopard because I don't really want him to get Stealth Rocks up, at least right away. And so I'm going to, do that, and that's what's going to happen. He's going to switch out immediately knowing that Leopard carries Taunt, Snatch, Encore, Magic Coat, pretty much everything. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna switch Taunt for Encore because Taunt, the only thing that Taunt blocks that Substitute doesn't is like Stealth Rocks, Recovery, and like um, screens and stuff. But I can Encore them into that, which makes them good switch. Like I can switch into something and for free or whatever. I don't know. So Taunt's okay, but I don't know. It works well with Sucker Punch, but other than that, meh. So he switches to Tropius. I'm gonna go for the sub just to see what he does, because I figure if he has Seed Bomb, then he's probably gonna be Dragon Dance. But he has Giga Drain, so I switch out to Rapidash as he switches into his Emboar. I'm gonna switch out here because I'm like he's probably Scarfed, so I'm gonna go to my Staravia, which is my physical wall, thinking superpower. It hits everything on my team for neutral damage. Whereas Flare Blitz, yeah, I actually have Flash Fire on my Rapidash, which most have. So I don't know why he did that. Like again, like I said, yeah, he predicted the switch, but superpower is just as strong. I guess he didn't want to be losing attack, but the recoil, I don't know. It's kind of weird. So I'm gonna switch back to Rapidash because I figure he's choice locked into Flare Blitz. If he wants to give me a Flash Fire boost, that's fine. But he goes back into nose Pass, and that's like not good. But I go to my Provo Pass. He's gonna Thunder Wave me. Not a big deal because Provo Pass is really slow, anyways, so it doesn't matter. He's gonna Magic Coat me, and I did go for the Stealth Rocks. However, I'm gonna get fully paralyzed, so he's not gonna get rocks up. So that actually worked out in my favor. Um, but now he's gonna use rocks himself. I'm gonna go for the Earth Power just in case he wants to go for Magic Coat again. But pretty stupid now that Magic Coat's one of those moves that you can only really use once, because or else the surprise is kind of blown. But yeah, I go throw off an Earth Power. He throws one in my face. It does slightly more because I'm quad weak, as opposed to him being just 2 times weak because he's only rock type. But I get my rocks up here, and now I'm thinking there's no point in staying in. There's nothing he can really do. So I'm going to switch out to Staravia on the Earth Power because I know he's going to Earth Power because why would he T-Wave again and Magic Out no point because I already got rocks up and rocks no point because he already got rocks up. So Earth Power does nothing. I'm going to sub here and he's going to try and T-Wave me and that's going to do nothing too. And now I'm just going to Roost on the switch and be, at a decent amount of health. I thought maybe I should Toxic because nothing can not, nothing is immune to it on his team. But Roost works out to be an equal play because he goes into his Tropius, and I'm faster than it anyway. So either way, I would get both Toxic and Roost up. So I'll go for Toxic here. No surprise that I'm faster, but he's actually going for the Whirlwind, and I'm like, crap, why do you have Whirlwind? If you didn't have Whirlwind, that would have been great. Like Giga Drain, well, he probably would have had Air Slash if not for Whirlwind, and broke the sub. But I could have kept up a sub and Toxic styled and Roost, and I'm sure it wouldn't kill Staravia because I do have a Violate and all that. I don't know, but yeah, he has Whirlwind, so he blows me out to Pro Pass. I get my Rock, or I switch out as he goes for the Roost, and yeah, I don't know why I said I got my rocks up. My rocks are already up. But I go into Sim Stage. I'm figuring, if he Giga Drains me, he can't do any damage, but he does instead Roost. And that's fine. I'm going to go for the Hidden Power. And he's actually going to switch into his Cryogonal, which the switch is kind of questionable. I mean, it's a special wall, but I guess I could have had HP Ice, which makes sense, but I don't know. HP Fire is nice because I also have Focus Blast, so like Grass Poison types kind of wall me. So HP Fire is nice, but HP Ice still works. I don't know. I mean, whatever. So I'm gonna go for Focus Blast, and I miss, and I'm just like, fuck, that would have killed. That would have killed for sure. So I go for Focus Blast again, confident that he's going to just Rapid Spin. I don't know why I thought this would do so much more. I'm like, oh, it's almost double the power, so it should be able to kill. But no, he only took like 30% from that. So yeah, that's not going to be an OHKO. So yeah, that was kind of stupid. But he does go for the Rapid Spin. I'm thinking here he's going to recover because I would want to switch out, not to take an Ice Beam. But get a Nasty Plot instead. And he is indeed going to recover. Now here I'm like, please Focus Blast, do not miss. Focus Blast, you and me, we need to get on the same page. You need to definitely not miss. And it doesn't. Hey, it actually listens. So +2 Focus Blast Life Orb. I'm like, okay, now you just have to kill. Because if you don't kill and he Ice Beams me, then that kind of sucks. But it does kill. So that's super exciting news. I'm like, yes. Thank you, Focus Blast. You already did your miss, so it's good that you hit. But he sends an Embor anyway, so I'm like, crap. I have to switch out. I'm gonna go to my Rapidash because Flare Blitz is, the obvious choice. But again, you could have still went for the superpower. But Rapidash with his Nose Pass running around, Rapidash is not that useful. I don't have any fighting moves, so it's like he resists my Bug and my Fire and is neutral to Wild Charge, and it's like, I don't know. But yeah, Rapidash gets taken out by a Head Smash. Does do a nice bit of recoil to himself, so that's always good news. I'm gonna go to Probopass because he resists the Head Smash, and I need to get my rocks up anyways. I almost went to Probopass in the first place because I figure at least he's got really good base defense, but whatever. So rocks go up. He goes into his Whiscash to start setting up on me, but I'm going to go onto my physical wall, my Staravia, because I can get that Intimidate off. I know he's not going to attack, and even if he does, it won't do really much at all, because Whiscash is pretty weak. I mean, his stats are all like around like 70 or 80, except his HP, which is like 111. So yeah, it's not that great. But so I get my Intimidate off. I'm gonna go for the Toxic here. I guess I could have went for the Roost, because if I do live this, then that means he's doing way less than half, and I could have sort of stalled him out, but whatever. Toxic works, because, I do live the hit. He is Jolly, so there's like a 0% chance to kill me. If he was Adamant, max damage would be like 114, so he might have killed me, but no, he's Jolly, he told me, so that can't kill. I get the Toxic off, which is great, and yeah, so now he's poisoned. Yeah, he's at +1 speed, but not +1 attack because of the Intimidate. And I'm just going to go to Leopard, and I'm going to sub-stall him basically until Toxic wears him down to where I can hit him with a Sucker Punch. He's going to predict the Sucker Punch and go for the Dragon Dance. I don't know why he didn't think I would sub, but because I don't think Sucker Punch would kill. I mean, again, Whiscash has a lot of HP, so I am max attack and Adamant, but I don't know if that would kill. It's only like 302. But whatever. I go for the sub here. He goes for Dragon Dance. I go for Sucker Punch here. He's gonna die because he knows if he sets up again, then he's dead in 2 turns from poison. So it's like he'll get to break my sub at the very most. So Sucker Punch kills him. That's great. I now have a sub up, and I can sit in here against this Tropius. I should have figured he'd predict me to taunt, because why wouldn't I, knowing that he has both Whirlwind and Roost? But I figure I don't want him to Whirlwind me out because that's too much of a loss. Giga Drain, I don't really mind that much. So he's going to break the sub. Crit didn't matter because he already broke it before, and I don't think it would matter anyways. And yeah, so now I'm going to switch out to my Simisage because I figure, the Giga Drain's fairly obvious, but he's going to switch into his Nose Pass. And, oh no, sorry, I Sucker Punch. Sorry. I Sucker Punch because I'm like, he has to Giga Drain, but he doesn't want to take the Sucker Punch. But I don't think it would have killed him anyway, so I don't know. That was kind of weird. I should have went to Simisage to take the Giga Drain. I think I considered that, but again, I was still worried that he'd have the Air Slash, and I didn't want that to happen. But yeah, I figure, he's going to Earth Power or something, but that doesn't happen because he Magic Coats, figuring I would taunt. But even the Earth Power wouldn't really do too much, as you're going to see in a second here. He's going to paralyze me as he barely lives the Energy Ball, and I'm just like, fuck. But yeah, there's the Earth Power. It does like 30 damage, so yeah, it definitely didn't matter. I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Fire, just in case his Tropius wants to come back in, because he resists both of my other moves. And down goes Nose Pass. He's going to send in his Raichu, and I'm like, okay, I definitely don't want to get him set up. I want him to have to kill me. And he said he stayed in figuring I wouldn't kill him, like he'd live the hit. Or maybe I'd get paralyzed, or I could have switched. But no, I'm just gonna stay in. There's no point. Simi Sage would live rocks, but other than like, there's no point. Like I think I have to actually live at 2 HP, so I'd take 35 or something like that. I don't know, whatever. Um, yeah, so I just hit him with an energy ball and I take him out. Now he's got a Tropius in here again. No real point to switch. Nothing wants to take a Giga Drain that much. Um, so yeah, I take a Giga Drain and I die. And at this point, I figure, okay, he probably doesn't have Air Slash. I guess I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't have made sense to use Air Slash there. Giga Drain at least gives you, 4 HP. But I'm gonna go to Samurott. I'm gonna go for the Mega Horn because I figure it would take him out. But he's gonna switch out to his Embor. I guess he wasn't aware that Samurotts frequently carry Aqua Jet because dual stab is pretty good, especially with Torrent. And there's really nothing else. Like there's no like Earthquake or anything like that. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I think Samurott. What else does Samurott carry? I think maybe Return. I don't. Whatever. I have the Aqua Jet. I take him out very easily because I'm Adamant Max Attack Life Orb. With no speed investment here, I'm just gonna go for the Aqua Jet because I figure he's so low, and if he does have some crazy speed investment where he outspeeds me, because his base speed is like 51 and mine's 70, so it's possible. But I'm like, I don't know, whatever. Aqua Jet will kill, right? But he doesn't die. So that's the second time this match, and I was kind of annoyed. But he's toxic. It's the last guy. He's got Roost, but there's really not a whole lot he's gonna do. I'm pretty sure Probopass can take Giga Drains like all day long because he has like 500 special defense or something like that, or like 450 or somewhere around there because Calm, Max special defense, etc. But yeah, I just hit him with a Mega Horn here. He's not gonna die either, and I'm just like, ugh. Really should have just went for the Waterfall. I really should have just went for the Waterfall, not the Aqua Jet. Why would he have speed investment? He's a wall. And a physical wall at that. Plus, he has that berry that gives him increased special defense, which is actually pretty nice. So he can just kind of sit in here, and if anything walls him, he can just blow them out with Whirlwind. And yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I guess that makes kind of sense, I guess. But I'm going to go to my Leopard. If he wants to Giga Drain me, that's fine. It's probably not going to kill me, just because, he doesn't have any special attack. And, Roost would be worse. So I'm going to go for the Taunt, and that is going to stop him. So, as I said, I'm probably going to switch to Encore, but it would have been a little worse in this situation. But I could have still, Encored him into Roost, and then he would have died eventually to Toxic, and, it's Toxic. So I'll go for the Sucker Punch here, because, he has to attack me with Giga Drain, and I get a useless crit, and he dies. So, like I said, this battle made me super happy. It was just so much fun. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Great match, and I'll see you all next time.